Oh, they're a mess. Natalie's a mess. I mean, thank God we had. Oh, Marsha, I have something for you. They have, yeah. Welcome back. What you wanted? I just wanted to know what had happened to it. I just forgot myself yesterday. You told me to see my email, right? I did. Okay. Yes. Thank you. It's here.
Yeah. Let's check in this week and then we'll see what to do. I
wasn't in the art and the sanctuary.
I'm hoping to be back in the office.
Oh, good.
So I'll have a better clue. Like my kiddo is doing his last week of memory camp, and then the exhibit takes over from there. So if I can see how Tuesday goes, then Wednesday might be. You're welcome to come in. I would prefer it personally for us to be
Back to
together.
Wednesdays or Thursdays?
Or Thursdays, yeah. Thinking of Thursdays, yeah. I'm thinking of them. The spring semester.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah, absolutely. Another reason why we're getting a chance to talk. So. Perfect. Okay. My sister.
See, there was an extra one. Oh,
Hello.
thank you so much. I'm used to it being in my bedroom.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
There's no resemblance at all.
We were at the dentist yesterday, and the dental assistant said, "Ooh, she looks just like you."
There's a strong resemblance.
I don't even hear it. Yeah, it should be down by the.
Doesn't move by 6 and
No, and how many are in the sanctuary? Feels like it's cooler than when I walked in. I feel like.
Oh my God.
It's getting better.
Is it getting better? All right. I just want to make sure I don't have to call the air from. They were here.
It was good. It was really good. I missed you.
Well, if it doesn't move, okay, so doing well?
Yeah.
Good. This is for tomorrow. Let me throw my phone. Oh, wait a second. I believe he is not. He will be here with us tomorrow morning.
Who else would you date?
Hi guys. Good Shabbos. Hello.
Did you go to the crayon factory?
We ended up not going.
Oh, I wanted to, because we were in Florida visiting my uncle, which we didn't do, but that's another story. But they have a crayon factory there, and they say when you go, you can name your own color.
I heard. Yeah,
I
I
thought,
heard
oh,
of
maybe
that.
you did that.
Oh, I know. We
Oh, I
didn't
was so
get that.
disappointed.
Well, it doesn't even won't be able to.
Yeah, but it was the perfect time.
I believe me. I mean, he's still on vacation because he has art camp for like another week or so.
Oh, you got him in.
Yes.
Okay.
3 out of the 4 weeks, so we were able to do it.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, good.
So we make do.
I know, but I was waiting to hear.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can still wait, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Well, the worst was that Sunday. The 3 hours maintenance.
Yes.
bigger than they need to be for the hole. They just keep falling.
The picture later, go under the handle, make it sticky. And then it will stick.
And that's a good idea. I've never heard
Of
that.
course, I thought it melts it.
Very amazing. Everybody has that bag. Bark convict. And then I just see it around.
Shabbat Shalom. So good to see you. Oh my goodness. Let me introduce you to one of my absolutely favorite students. He is phenomenal.
That's a good one.
Oh my God, yeah.
I knew you guys would be a good match.
I'm sorry.
I knew you two would be a good match.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he makes my life so easy.
This is for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Yeah,
You would say yes?
I do.
Because if not, I made a copy.
I have.
You have
Yeah,
it?
Barbara is so smart. She puts
Just
it on the
wanted to
back.
make that- Yep, that's the one.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mine's
yep.
set up differently. Okay, not a problem, not a problem.
Yeah, it's a chart mode, right, that Melissa has? Okay. Well, good Shabbos, everyone. Hello, welcome, welcome.
We've got to say welcome back, Cantor.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Good to have you back. It's
Yeah.
great to have you back.
Well, I have to extend, even though some of them aren't here, but some of them are here, a great thank you, a Rav Todah, to Mimi, to Gail, and all of our service leaders who took over these last few weeks. So thank you both for lending your voices and your everything, your all your might into it. So tonight, my friends, let's begin. It's great to be in this space. So I'd like to start with Shama Lechem. We're on page 16. Shabbat is still a few hours early, but at the same time, it's always great to kind of create this mindset, this feeling that the week has ended and we are ready to embrace this day of rest, this moment in time, this island in time that brings all of us to a stopping halt for all the good reasons. And so we invite our angels of peace, to join us in bringing us Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, 16. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Ayon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mo'achem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Ayon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mo'achem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Ayon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Ayon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So, before I left, I really wanted to take advantage of the prayers, the beautiful poems, liturgical poems that we have in front of us, our PU team, our psalms. So we're going to go through Kabbalat Shabbat service just as is. Some will be accompanied by guitar, some will be just our voices. And if they are new to you, by all means, feel free to just listen and create that space for yourself. But if you know some of the tunes, I always welcome everyone's participation. So we go into our first psalm that celebrates each day of the week, 22, Lechu Neranena. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Adonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Adonai. Naria, Naria, let's all
bottom. 40 shana aku bedor va'omar to'el levavhem ve'lo yadu derachai asher nishbati v'yapi im yevaon el menuchati. Next page, Shir Ladonai. Continue in each psalm, we conclude each psalm, the last 4 lines of the same page 24. Yismechu Hashemayim, let the heavens rejoice. Yismechu Hashemayim, yes, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, V'tagel haaretz, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, V'tagel haaretz, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, oh Lord, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, oh Lord, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, V'tagel haaretz. All right. So we continue a little more on the slower side on page 26, the last 2 lines, Or Zarua. We find light in those who rejoice in God's love and devotion. Bottom of 26. Oh, So on our next page, this is one, I would consider this kind of a newbie in the sense that, one, we don't do it as often, and the tune might have some familiar vibes. But this is Shir L'Adonai Shir Chadash Ki Niflaot Asa, God who has done beautiful, wonderful, marvelous things. Here we go. La 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 la. What has now become one of my favorite Romamus, Hava Nashira, or Hava Navatahila, excuse me. On the last two lines of page 30, Romamu. Exalt is such a really old school term. You know, I don't hear people saying exalt, like they're really joyful and they really want to praise something or really want to give it some props, as it were. That's my old school terminology. But Romamu is just praising, celebrating, elevating, and any synonym that brings to mind. But Romamu, this is a really beautiful melody, and it only brings that elevation as we continue to repeat these words. Here we So this is the tune where I said that some melodies, some prayers will be with accompaniment, some will be with our voices. And this is one of these melodies that Karl Bach has made famous. This is Psalm 29, page 34, Mizmor LeDavid. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Ay, ay, ay. Mizmor LeDavid. Hamon Adonai b'nei Elim. Havol Adonai, kavod va'oz. Ay, 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 havol Adonai, kevod shemo hishtachavon l'Adonai mehadra kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim. Adonai al mayim rabim, al Adonai ba'koach. Ay, 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 kol Adonai mehadar, kol Adonai shover arazim. Vayeshaber Adonai et arzei Lebanon, vayankiten kemo egel Lebanon, v'Sirion kemo ben reimim. Ay, 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 kol Adonai chotzev lahavot esh, kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yacholel hayadot, vayechesov yeharot uvehalo, kulo omer kavod. Ay, 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 Adonai lama bo yashav vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Lai, 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 lai. Beach, our Shabbat queen, the Chadodi, our beloved. Join us on page 38 and 40. Is our Shir Liyom HaShabbat. This is a psalm for Shabbat, page 42. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Shema the English responsibly on page 43. It is good to thank you, Adonai, to sing praises to your exalted name. To the sound of the 10-string lyre with voice and the music of the harp. How great are your deeds, Adonai, how profound are your designs. Though the wicked may thrive like grass and the doers of evil seem to flourish, those who oppose you will perish. The workers of iniquity will be routed. I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies. So we'll continue on the opposite page, the last 4 lines, Sadiq Katamar. Sadiq Katamar. Friends, we now turn to the Shabbat evening service. And as I put on my tali for this evening, I'd like to invite Karen and Rachel, the mothers of our Bar Mitzvah leaders this evening, to open up the ark for us. And as they open, we rise together for Baruch Hu, page 50. Together in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim v'chochma poteach she'arim u'vibuna meshane itim u'machalib et hazmanim u'mesader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono boreyo v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei ha'or. Uma'avir yom u'mevi layla, uma'avdil ben yom u'mevi layla, Adonai tziva'ot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tavinim lo aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'aravi. continue in our service on page 52, Ahavat Olam, the love that God has for all of creation. And in doing so, I'd like to also invite Tayden, who will be continuing the prayers for the Shema V'Ahavta after Ahavat Olam. Tayden. Continue individually, pages 56, 58. למען תזכרו ועשיתם מכל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen. Continue on page 60. The verses that lead us on this journey through from despair and horrid things in our history to the path of freedom. We'll begin Umalchuto, which is 8 lines from the bottom. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לכהנו שירה בשמחה רבה יאמרו עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו 62. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. I'd like to invite Dana, who will be leading us in the Shamru, which we could find on the next page, page 64.
Vishamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam Vishamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam B'nai Uvein B'nai Yisrael Oti Le'olam Oti Le'olam Oti Le'olam Vishamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam V'yom hashbe'i Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam.
Okay. Thank you, Dana. Thanks so much. Continue. Hatzi Kaddish 66. Yitzkadal v'yitzkadash Shemer Rabbah V'yamati b'rachidotei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon uvyomechon Uvchayedecho ben Yisrael Bagala uvizman karir V'yimru Amen Yeshmer Rabbah mevarach Le'alam v'lam me'amayam Yitbarach v'yishavach v'yipar v'yitroma v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal shemen kodesha berechu Leila min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nehemata Damiran me'alma Ve'imru Amen. Continue individually from pages 69 through 76 or through your own words of meditation and gratitude. conclude our endowment, gratitude, with Oseh Shalom, with that
Oseh Shalom, Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen.
Turn now to page 90 as we rise Jewish. We've been doing over the summer these wonderful little cups of wine and grape juice. So if you fancy one, Barbara will wine in the right. Juice is here. I've actually just juice is there. One juice.
So come on over there. This is the real stuff. This is the good stuff.
So come on over, join me. We can do it together. Or we need a juice over here.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Who wants? Oh, wait a second, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
One of my kiddos is doing kiddush, so before I open my mouth, this is you? Okay. I'm surprised he didn't open his mouth, but, okay, I was like,
She's gonna do it.
I'm gonna give you this special cup.
That's the big cup. It's the real thing.
Perfect. Let's have a seat for a moment. I should co-optate it. The anticipation of it, and then the legend. So I want to just share a little something that I read about this week's parsha. This week's parsha is Re'eh. This is the parsha that is filled with blessings and curses. And the tradition goes that once you approach the curses, you are to speak it softly and quickly, because we never want to dwell on the negative. And the similar things happen in the Siddur. For example, in the Shema, we have 3 paragraphs. We say the Shema as a whole community, because this is something that Moses says to the community: you shall love your God, after receiving the most devastating of news, which he's not able to go into the land of Israel. But this paragraph is one of our pillars of our tefillah. And then we get to the second paragraph, V'haya'im shemoa, and we don't say it out loud, right? Because it is one of those paragraphs that kind of focuses in on the positive, but also on the negative. If you do this, yes, great, wonderful things will come your way. If you don't do this, watch out. So we don't really say that paragraph out loud, and then of course we come back together for the Vayomer paragraph, the paragraph that talks about our connection to the mitzvot, our tzitzit, the physical connection, and our reminder. So why am I bringing this up? So I'm not going to talk about actually the blessings and the curses this Shabbos, or this Friday night rather, but I'm actually going to focus on the maftir, the last few words. Every so often we get a little snippet of the 3 festivals. There are 3 festivals in which there was during this period of antiquity this pilgrimage. Does anyone know what these 3 holidays are? Holidays where Jews from all over that region, right? Not quite Israel, but it is Israel, but right, these different regions where Jews lived and scattered for so many years. Before and after the temple, right? So what are these 3 holidays that every year these Jews would come? And as they're coming, of course, they're coming by foot. They're coming with some kind of offering, an animal, sometimes a grain. And even those folks who did not have anything physically to carry with them, they brought their thoughts and their prayers. But all the more reason why this pilgrimage was so important to the Jews back in the day. So what were these holidays? Maybe can you give me one? Just give one. I want to give other folks a chance. Sukkot, that's right. Sukkot, right? The Feast of the Tabernacle. This is our harvest. This is a perfect and beautiful time to bring these beautiful offerings that your family has created and reaped. What's another holiday? Yes, Leah. That's another good one. There's some weird, I'm not going to talk about it now, connection to Sukkot with Hanukkah, but not quite what you're thinking. Taden? Passover, absolutely. One of the most highest regarded holidays, right? So Passover, would you say Sukkot? And this is one that we don't think about very often because for whatever reason, it's not as elevated during our year, but it is one that should be more so. I heard Simchat Torah, which is a great one, but not quite the one on the head. Go ahead, Gail. Shavuot. And the Shavuot is the holiday that we receive the Torah, right? So in the Maftir of Re'eh, it says, Shalosh Pe'amim B'Shana, right? 3 times a year on the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which Taden said is Pesach, on the Feast of Weeks, which is the weeks from Passover leading to Shavuot, and on the Feast of Booths, which we said was Sukkot, right? All of your males, or folks, shall appear before God in the place that God will choose. They shall not appear before God empty-handed, but each with his own gift according to the blessing that God has bestowed upon you, right? So I wanted to touch on this because I was listening to a podcast about this parsha, and I really liked the emphasis that the person who's sharing their wisdom brought to this. We have so many connections with lots of different religions, and having a pilgrimage is one of them. Right? So if the holiday in Hebrew, we call it, what's the name of a holiday in Hebrew? It's a Chag, right? So in Arabic, when they have their pilgrimage, they have Hajj. It's very similar in a pronunciation and the same ideas in what they're doing. They go to Mecca, right? That's their area of pilgrimage, and millions of people go every year to create this ritual, the spiritual fulfillment. And back when we used to do the same thing, that was the connection that we had. We took this journey to show up for these holidays, to show up to represent our families, and to show up to see, because I can't imagine what a sight it must have been to go to the temple, to go to this moment, to see Jews from all over the world, or, in this area, it's essentially around the world, to come together to as a Jewish community, and to praise and share gratitude. And so the Muslims have their pilgrimage. The Hindus also, they go to their river Ganges, and they go to a pilgrimage also to bathe and to, similar to what we think about in a mikvah, right? So they immerse themselves, and they purify themselves in this beautiful pilgrimage, and millions of people equally. And for whatever reason, after the years have gone by, we haven't really done this pilgrimage. But the idea that was brought in this podcast was showing up. Are there moments in your life where are kind of like required showing up? My mom would be happy for me to say that every 6 months you should show up to your dentist, right? You got to. It's got to happen. You have to show up. Make sure you get your annual cleaning, right? Are there other moments that you feel like are obligatory for showing up? Any examples that come to mind? Yeah, Leah? Yeah, going to the doctor, checking yourself physically, right? Mental health perhaps as well, absolutely. Any other moments that are feeling like, yeah, you really got to go, you got to do this? Where you show up for yourself or maybe for someone else. Yeah, Tata. Services, of course, right? And that could be because the cantor asked you to lead something, and I'm happy you're here. Or it could be that, this is what brings you peace during your week, right? So for the folks who went on this pilgrimage 3 times a year, they showed up not only for themselves and their family, but they showed up for the Jewish community. And I encourage you guys all, as next week, tomorrow morning, I will be saying the blessing of the new month. Elul is here. It is next weekend, the 5th and 6th day, so Thursday night and Friday, that we have Elul that's joining us. And Elul means High Holy Days, right? Says the executive director. That's okay. She's has every right to say that. However, for the rest of us, and for Barbara too, showing up in this moment and kind of understanding where we all are at, it can be really challenging. So to find those not obligatory moments of how do you become present, but finding those little moments of it's really good to be here, right? I can give you an example of mine. My vacation overlapped with my son's camp summer vacation. And while I had grandiose ideas I was speaking to Suzanne about where I wanted to take him, it was just showing up for him as a present parent that was so eye-opening for me. Like, we did such simple things. We went to the movies, we went bowling, we went to mini golf in almost 100-degree weather, and he had the best time. I didn't have the greatest time in 100-degree weather, but I was there, and that made all the difference for me. And so whether it's a personal or whether it's spiritual, our moments when we go to Israel, for any of us who've ever been as a tourist, that when you return home, you think this was more than just a trip as another Jewish person to go to Israel. This was life-changing, right? My father, when he came to visit me for the first time to go to Israel, he was absolutely certain, and I think you told me this too the first time you went, that you wanted to make Aliyah, because there's something in you that clicks, that brings you to that moment of I came here for a reason, and I want to be here in the moment. So I encourage all of you to show up for yourselves, show up for your community in ways that you feel present and supported and loved, so that as we reach Elul next week, we feel like we're here ready to celebrate our High Holy Days. I'm not quite there yet, but I will be here. I will be here. So, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So that, my friends, leads us to Aleinu. And if we could rise, and then when we finish the first half of Aleinu, I'll ask Dina to join us for V'ne'emar. So we turn to page 118. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atei gedula le'otzer b'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot ha'adama. Sam chelkeinu kahem, v'goraleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu notei shamayim v'yosed haaretz, u'moshe v'yekaro b'shamayim ima, u'shchinatu zo, v'gov he'meromim, O Eloheinu Einod, Emimokenu Efezulato, Gakatu B'Torato, V'yadatayo, V'hashevota elevavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, B'shamayim ima, V'yaretz mitachat Einod. Okay, nekavel lecha Adonai.
V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad
Thank you, Dana. Shkoah. Take a pause here in our service to remember our dear loved ones who are no longer with us, but here in our hearts and our minds. During this past week, we remember Lorraine Schaefer, Mildred Polikoff, Morris Stoop, Ira Wasserstein, Salomon Rosner, Rivka Leah Nagel, Aronita Michnek, Edith Davis, Elaine Goldberg, Samuel Luber, Samuel Wader, Sarah Rachel Janowski, Shirley Zuslin, Hannah Spiegler, Ida K. Parmet, Esther Kane, Etchela Spiegler, Harold Kurtz, Jessica Brooke Rabinowitz, Linda Cornell, Reba Watchell, Shirley Levin, Martin Whitkin, Norman Sattler, Rose Skolnick, Adele Brown, dear mother of Marcia, Morris Linetsky, Morton Lakin, Rose Saloff, and Sherry Knock. During our period of Shloshim, we honor the memory of David A. Goldberg and Martin Gingold. Are there any other names that I did omit? I want to make sure that we mention. For all those reciting Yartzeit, reciting Kaddish, this evening we turn to page 124 for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitz Gadal v'yitz Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalmad divarach hirtei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol be'Yisrael v'agala uv'izman kari v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemei Kodeshah b'rechu Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, Ta'amiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May each of their memories be for a blessing. Lindsay, I invite you for announcements this morning, this evening, whatever day time it is.
Thanks, Canner. We're all very happy we all showed up, right? This was wonderful and lovely. Thank you. Well, summer's winding down, but we're winding up here at Ohev as always. So I just want to call your attention to two very special things that are happening on Wednesday, August 30th is our open house for current members, prospective members, your friends, your family. Come and join us. It's sure to be a great night. Last year it certainly was. And the following week, if you haven't yet registered for our Welcome Back Shabarbecue, please do, so we have an idea of how many to expect. People are registering, so after Shabbat, I know another email will go out, so please register for that. We're looking forward to that. And Yasha Koach to Taden and to Dana, lovely job as always, and Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Lindsay. Short and sweet. Okay, well, thank you. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be back. It's great to have you all. Thank you, Alan. Service is tomorrow at 9:30 right here in the chapel. Please join us if you can. Yeah, let's conclude our evening service with Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yetzir Nivra Le'ad Nasa B'Chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlon HaKol Levato Yimloch Nora Ve'hu Be'ho Yeh Betifara
I just heard this just tonight, so are you gonna
The season's almost done. I know, a lot of people. I can try, yeah, that's what I heard, see when they back, the season's almost over, so you can trade in and try some tickets and I can just change Jewish heritage. That's what I was saying.
So she drove me up there to walk in. We got there.
It's just to learn how to get some more.
I
Yeah.
walked in through the.
Like that, yeah. I do. First of all, I love how she arranges.
The elevator, we got to the level where the seats are. And then we walked to
I like
one
learning
end
new
of
stuff.
the other end.
Okay, that was new for me.
So
Yeah.
excited.
You helped me with it,
We
but I
and
didn't, right?
usually for you.
It's great, it's
So
great.
we finally came.
Shabbat
After we were all
shalom.
sitting- Yes, we were all sitting in our seats. Then they announced.
Yeah,
Very
very nice.
inclement weather.
Yeah, I know Phillies that canceled like an hour or two before.
I don't understand why they did that. I kept looking for
Yeah,
it.
they should have.
I kept looking to see if it
It was good.
Yes.
No,
it was
I,
good.
I,
Let me get the light.
oh, okay, yeah, let me turn off the,
Yeah. Thank